Good morning. It's Saturday, April 13th. I'm Brittany Schaefer. Breaking news out of Hartford. 2 people are dead. New Haven police say a 3-month-old has life-threatening injuries. Hartford and state police say 1 person is dead and 2 others are injured after a series of shootings. And speaking of the Yukon Huskies, the team is losing one of their strongest players to the NBA draft. And so far, it seems his ride was pretty smooth. But with millions traveling, not everyone has been so lucky. Talking about rain boots and what to get, I got a couple of recommendations from some of you at home. Thank you so much. Warren says muck boots if you are looking for rain boots, as I am. And Diana says welly boots, and is broken into 3 categories. A 6% sales tax. Thank you, Joe. And what is Thanksgiving Day without football? Bob is here now with a look at what's coming up on Sports Extra. Bob.
All right, Britt, nice shot. She's good.
Passing several vehicles when the two collided. One vehicle hit this utility pole. The other half was thrown about 50 feet down the road, blocking travelers to get to and from their destination here at Union Station. As a result, we have seen multiple people being taken away in handcuffs. He then told police the 3 masked suspects fired multiple rounds at this building behind me. That damage can still be seen this evening with massive bullet holes. The explosion happened in the area of these blue tanks, where you can see 2 are still intact. 1 is mangled and burned. John Gomes actually just arrived seconds ago to cheering and applause from dozens of his supporters here. Although Ganem did declare victory, it seems like Gomes is in very high spirits, making some choppy conditions on the water here, really stopping some seagulls mid-flight. The absentee ballots have not been counted, but John Gomes is celebrating with his supporters tonight for all that they've accomplished. Co Avenue here is a drive-only route, so when mail carriers got into their vehicles and couldn't reach from their truck to the mailbox, they kept going. This incident happened really in just seconds. She was stopped at this intersection at a red light when a car hit her from behind. When she got out to assess the damage, as anyone would, 2 guns were pointed at her, and then the suspects stole her vehicle.
They dragged me across 75, told me if I made a sound, they would kill me.
Erica Cousineau, with her voice and hands still shaking, shows injuries she received when 3 suspects allegedly crashed into her car and then stole it at gunpoint.
I'm lost. I feel disgusted. I feel violated.
The Enfield resident was stopped at a red light on Route 75 when another vehicle hit her bumper. Cousineau then got out of her car to check the damage. The crash was minor, but what happened next was not.
Went to walk back towards my car. I was hit in the left side of the head with a gun. Another gentleman came around and put a gun up under my ribs, and a 3rd man had me by the waist.
Windsor Locks police say a suspect then got in Cousineau's car and drove off, leaving her stranded in the middle of Route 75.
Personal items were taken. We discovered this when the vehicle was recovered in New Britain. The vehicle, the Infiniti, had a tracker on it.
Windsor Locks police call an incident like this rare in town and say after getting in a crash, it's second nature to exit your vehicle and check for damage. When asked what residents should do in this situation, Lieutenant Paul Cherniak says it's complicated.
When someone targets you, such as this, it's very hard to discern between what's an honest accident, an honest fender bender, and the setup for a criminal activity. So it's difficult. I would say, first of all, situational awareness is key. You always have to know where you're at. That's the first thing. If we can't get to you, that's a big problem.
I'm reevaluating my whole life.
What does this make you do different moving forward?
Everything. Everything. I will be applying for a pistol permit. I will be armed.
Police tell us no arrests have been made at this time. Coming up new at 6, who Cousineau is thanking for helping her during this traumatic incident, as well as how this is impacting residents in the area. For now, live in Windsor Locks, I'm Brittany Schaefer, News 8.
We're still in limbo. We want answers.
1 year ago, April 10th, a beloved store's wife and mother of 3 vanished while on a solo hiking trip in southern Japan.
We know the chances are small, but we haven't given up hope that we'll find her.
Crews searched for Patty Wu Murad by foot, dog, drone, and helicopter, covering thousands of miles for several months, but came up empty. Her husband Kirk tells me he gets bi-weekly updates from investigators in Japan, but says recent months have produced no clues or sign of his wife of 33 years.
I talk to Patty every day, and sometimes I'm just yelling at her, "Where the heck are you?" And other times I just asking her to help us, get through what we need to get through. We're never going to move on, but we have to move forward.
As her family moves forward with a void in their hearts, they continue to make her warm presence felt back home. So today, on the anniversary of her disappearance, they are honoring Patty by asking people to volunteer.
Trying to encourage people to be like Patty today and volunteer their time to help others.
Volunteering was something that Patty obviously thinks is extremely important, that she made a precedent, and I think that everybody should definitely volunteer all the time, but especially in her honor.
Enfield Loaves and Fish's executive director, Maya Nicole Matthews, says the 60-year-old was their head chef on Thursdays, volunteering from 10 in the morning until 5:30.
She dedicated every single Thursday here to cook dinner to our guests. We are servicing the people that need it most in our community, people that are homeless, dealing with mental problems and substance abuse issues. If they don't eat here, they usually don't eat at all, and Patty was crucial.
The soup kitchen has kept Patty's position open, praying for her return. 365 days later, her friends and family don't want today to be sad, but rather a sign of hope.
We're still hoping that we will find her. So, I don't like to speak of Patty in the past tense.
The person who made our house a home, there's sadness, but we still smile thinking about her.
Enfield Loaves and Fishes is open 7 days a week. For more information on how you can volunteer at this soup kitchen or others across the state to be more like Patty, you can head to our website at WTNH.com. In Enfield, I'm Brittany Schaefer, News 8.